människor.
Modiga människor.
Modiga människor. Hello and welcome, Mika Vauhkala, brave enough to sue the Finnish government over a coffee.
Hello, good afternoon.
And, now something is happening, Mika, here. Can you hear that?
Yes, I hear now.
Talk in the background. Yes. So we need to.
Now it's working. Now it should be fine.
Okay, good. Now I don't hear myself.
Yes.
Good. Yeah. So, hi, Mika.
Hi.
We're live.
Yes.
And you just got an invoice for over 100,000 euro.
Yes, yes. So here is what happened to those of you who don't know. I sued the government of Finland and Fazer restaurants over the Covidpass. My entry to the cafe was denied in 21 December. This happened on many occasions to me and millions of people around the world, the similar situation. And now the court case has been going on in the District Court of Helsinki, and now the Court of Appeals ruled that I lost the case. They didn't want even to take the case. They just said that the District Court decision is valid. And the government attorney sent me an invoice payment demand of 107,500 euro just a while ago. And
Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas. Yeah, so the due date is 27th of December, in 6 days from here.
Yeah. I mean, we talked before. I mean, it's a crazy world. It's a crazy
It
world.
is a crazy world, yes.
But I mean, if we are being, not making fun of this. I mean, we talked before that this is like a coffee case, but it is not a coffee case. It's a human right case.
Yeah, we have the human right for croissant and coffee.
Yeah, but it's so much bigger. It's so much bigger because it's about the human right. And
yeah, and I would say this is
violated.
Yeah.
During this time.
Yeah, this is now, I would say, the most expensive non-served breakfast in the world related to the Covidpass. Because
certainly it is, because you have
the croissant and coffee is over 100,000 euro.
Yeah, and you will have an invoice from Fazer too, won't you?
Yeah, Fazer restaurants, so they are over billion revenue company, iconic Finnish catering cafe, goodies company, and if they want, they can send me invoice of exactly 16,000 euro 460 if they will, but they haven't sent an invoice. So I've been posting online on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and X, and it's been getting a good attention here in Finland. And they
don't dare, because I mean they will be very unpopular if they do that, won't they?
Yes, and it will. They have been maybe thinking that many people will launch this massive boycott campaigns against them, so they will lose eventually way more money than winning that money. So they haven't sent the invoice yet. They can if they will, but they haven't. Think about it.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe like the best Christmas present would be if they sent you. They said that they pay your invoice to the government.
Yeah, that would be great, but I doubt they will do it. So, but we can see how in evil shape the world regarding the Finnish government, EU is at the moment regarding this Covidpass, vaccine pass. And I have said it many times, that if you look EU Commission website last year in July, they made a collaboration deal with WHO that next time they are using the Covidpass application system worldwide. And it's on EU Commission website. And they said that this pilot of Covidpass was a success. So now we're ready to secure the health and safety of people next time with the application.
Yeah. They're ready to roll out the red carpet.
The whole world, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's why this is so much bigger than a coffee and a croissant, because it's really about the whole world and our rights.
Exactly. And I read it from some website that last time, during the COVID time, the Covidpass was used in like 50 countries altogether, this application. But now we are like 200 countries in the world. So they're gonna 4x the amount. And if they do it with, it may be called like vaccine pass or health pass or whatever, but the same application like to be used. So it would mean that hundreds of millions of people or billions of people are put into like a B class citizens, that they don't have full rights in life, like we had with Covidpass time. Yeah. Like you told me last time that in Sweden, Stockholm, you were not able to get to even to the cinema with your kids, right?
No, we couldn't, because they asked when you were going to buy the ticket, they asked for the Covidpass.
Yeah.
I can't even tell you how angry I was.
Did you talk with the manager at all, like who was the selling? Did you talk to any person at the cinema?
I've been talking to people all the time, but when I figured out, I was doing it online. So, but yeah, I can assure you, I've been talking to people, because I still haven't been wearing like this mask. So I've been in some argument with people. Yeah.
And it's really like this case Covidpass, which I have going on. So to my knowledge, even today, this is the only case in Europe, in Finland, in Nordic countries, in the world, as the highest government body and a major big corporation are both taken to the court because of Covidpass. So this is a very pivotal case that I'm fighting. And now I'm taking this to the Supreme Court in Helsinki in a few weeks.
We all should come to Helsinki and support you there.
Yes, the thing is that we will send the application, and then they will decide if they receive it or not. And the Court of Appeal made it so that they didn't receive it, so they just wrote that the decision from the district court is valid still. So they may do the same, or then they receive it and handle it there. But after that, so I will take it to the European Human Rights Court in France, Strasbourg. And by then, it's at last like the whole EU issue with hundreds of millions of people living in our continent, and also a worldwide thing, because this is completely opposed to the agenda of WHO and EU on vaccine pass. And this Hanna Nohunek, who is the chair lady for SAGE, which is a advisory group on immunization for WHO. She's from Finland, and she's like the leader of that group. And she wrote to the court last year that this Covidpass was at least technically a pilot project for EU, because they have this long-standing will for the vaccine pass. So we are hitting now, or we have been hitting now for 3 years against the eye of the bull, like directly. And so this is a really big fight for human rights.
Yeah. And the corruption is so spread, and I I really wonder, what does it take for people to take a stand and say no? I mean, because it's not just for the people who are unvaccinated. I mean, it's for like everybody.
Yeah, it's for everybody. Like, many people have been injured by the vaccine, or they know someone who has been injured. So next time, if they try this kind of vaccine pass, many people will not take it because they see what harm the medication can do. And what they have been doing with EU and Finland and Fazer is completely against the Code of Nuremberg, which was after the Second World War, 1947, when they were judging the Nazi doctors for the crimes against humanity. And this Nuremberg Code very clearly says that all medical testing interventions should be completely like free, based on free will. There should be no any kind of intimidation, blackmail, or any of this. So now, in a sense, with the Covidpass, they broke all of this, because they were saying that if you don't take the PCR test or get the so-called COVID vaccines, you will not be able to live your life normally. So they broke all of this that just some time ago was made this Code of Nuremberg, though it's not a law, but many laws have been based on that Nuremberg Code. Think about it.
Yeah, we have a lot of cleaning to do in the world, really.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have I have trouble. I don't know how they can really sleep at night, because they've been doing so much harm.
Yeah, you are not allowed to do this kind of thing to the people in the world. This is evil.
Yeah. But if we talk about what we can do, I mean,
yes,
here I have a coffee mug, and I will put a link, because so I mean, you can go in and support Mika, and we can also support you by giving you money to this heavily invoice.
Yeah, so there is a way to donate directly, and this is for the people outside Finland. There are legal reasons this American platform is intended for people outside Finland. I just want to say it clearly here. It's givesendgo.com/case Covidpass, and I'm raising 200,000 euro altogether to pay for the government fee, this legal stuff that they send, and then also to stay strong for the Supreme Court, and then the European Human Rights Court. So there are attorney fees and other fees coming, witness fees, whatever may be coming along the way, and taxes and so on. So there's a 200,000 like a goal for that. And if you can donate 10 euro, 100 euro, 1,000, whatever feels okay for you, and just tell your friends to do the same, so we can get this thing going on. And
yeah, because the invoice is on you personally, isn't it?
It's on me personally. Yeah.
So Mika Vauhkala got the best
it's right here.
Present ever. So
yeah, and I can read you the actual invoice. It's here. This is from the government attorney some time ago, and he's sending this to my lawyer Aki Nummelin, and here it is. Dear Aki Nummelin, I refer to the judgment issued by the Helsinki District Court on May 31st, 2024, and the decision issued by the Helsinki Court of Appeal on November 28th, 2024, and demand that our client, the Republic of Finland, receive compensation from Mika Vauhkala for court costs in the amount of 105,000 and party-related costs totaling 2,500 euro. both amounts with statutory interest as provided in Section 4, subsection 1 of the Interest Act, beginning from July 1st, 2024. This claim is directed in accordance with the District Court's judgment for the 20,000 amount and its calculated late interest to be jointly liable from Vauhkala's attorney in exclusing from you. So it means they are demanding my lawyer pay 20,000 euro for this stuff that he took my case to defend human rights. He already paid 10,000. Then this continues here. I request that the required payments be made promptly to the client account of Merilampi Oy. This is the attorney company. No later than December 27th, 2024, according to the following instructions. And then there is the bank account of Nordea, which is a big Nordic bank. And reference is Case Vauhkala. It's not Case Covidpass, but Case Vauhkala, my last name. Jussi Ikonen is the name of the attorney. Jussi Ikonen. Attorney at law, Deputy Judge Espoo, on behalf of the Republic of Finland. So this is on my Twitter at Mika Vauhkala, on Facebook, Mika Vauhkala, on LinkedIn, Mika Vauhkala, and also on my Instagram, Max Goldberg, so everybody can read it.
Oh. So in 6 days. But, you know, there are fairy tales with happy endings. So
yeah,
in some way, this will be, I mean, either way, you're standing up for the human rights. So nothing can be wrong. There's nothing wrong in doing that.
I am absolutely no ashamed at all, but just the opposite to say, people that join this fight with me for freedom. This is not about money, even though this is costing money, but join this fight with me. And on the givesendgo.com/case Covidpass, you can see my pledge that eventually, as I believe I win this, and if the opponents have to repay me all the money, so all related to the costs in the court, I will use it again for basic human rights. So when you donate into this, you are investing in human rights for the long term. And I am committed all of my life to defend the basic human rights. This is the first fight, and not a small one, but I'm committed as long as I live. So you can really jump to the train for freedom, if you will.
Yeah, and the thing is, even if I think you win in the end, I mean, it doesn't matter, because you will win in the long run.
Yes, yes.
Because everybody knows that this is wrong.
Yes,
this is wrong.
Yes, yes,
yeah.
Yes.
And even the people that doesn't make you like win in court knows it's wrong.
They know it. They know it. All the judges know that what they ruled out is wrong.
Yeah. So
they know it, and and it's many people have been saying that, Mika, this is very crazy what you're doing, and you are nuts and everything. And but then I said that, hey, if we do not stand up now for freedom, they're gonna take it away again. They're gonna do it again. They will repeat it. So we have to do this kind of so-called crazy moves sometimes, just all in. And I had a call with my friend earlier today, maybe 2 hours ago, and I said, when I published that letter from the government attorney, I said, I feel like getting married, you know, getting completely naked before the world. I'm just, hey, there it is, 6 days to pay the bill and all that stuff. It's all there. Everybody knows it now who is reading it. So
I went to a church some weeks ago, and the preacher said that the only people who change the world are like the lunatics. And when they are lunatic, everybody thinks they are like just lunatic. But if someone wasn't like crazy, we wouldn't, some things wouldn't change. Someone need to be that person.
Yeah,
Thank you, Mika,
we have
for
to do
being
it.
that person.
Thank you. And it's the thing is here that in reality, if you really look the thing, what government and Fazer did and the Covidpass worldwide in Europe, that was crazy and that was nuts. And this is just normal what you are doing and I'm doing, defending the freedom. This is normal. And I posted some time ago just a simple joke online that there was a little Lisa, 9-year-old, and she had a talk with the mom in the evening. And she had heard at school that something about folio hat people and sort of, how would you say, people who are going nuts. Like, what is that? So mom replied, it is when you think that you have to take the needle up your nose or 2 injections in your shoulder in order to have breakfast. That's it. It's the government of Finland has the folio hat and is nuts, and Fazer as well. Not we. We are in the right.
Yeah, I know it's the opposite, but
yeah, but that's the way they try to frame it.
Someone writes here, I'm proud of you, my folie hat.
Hello, Sarah, whoever you are. How are you?
That's fantastic. So and everything is like upside down. And I don't know the word in English, but in Swedish we call it fokusförskjutning, that you're trying to change perspective and so you're playing with the mind and
yes, and it's
so right is wrong and wrong is right. Yeah,
things are upside down, and what's appalling a little bit quite much is that many of the doctors, lawyers, attorneys, judges, and people who are really in the high government positions, not only in Finland, but I assume in Sweden, Germany, UK, USA, many countries in the world, they so much love the money or the income or the so-called safety and acceptance of their peers and friends and social circles, that even though they know that things are going in the wrong direction, just for the sake of like a temporary comfort, they stay silent and they don't raise up their voice for what is right, even in this kind of really basic level thing.
Yeah, and we are there now that people, and I say we the people, we can't afford being silent.
Yeah,
we need to raise our voices and say no, because if people start to say no, so much will change.
Yes, and especially people in the power positions, leaders of companies, corporations, organizations, so or employee unions or employer networks. So they should really stand up and say that this is not okay. But whatever we speak, it has power, and we have to do it for use it for the right.
Yeah, because everybody has a gut feeling, and if you just listen to your gut, I mean, you can't lie to the gut feeling.
Yeah, and then when I was trying to get this coffee and croissant that morning, December 10th, 21, so it was full of people with Covidpass, and they were saying that when you have this pass, you are safe and secure, whatever. So what kind of threat I was to them, as I didn't have the Covidpass? If they had the Covidpass and they were safe with that, think about.
Yeah, and full with all these shots.
Yeah,
and I mean, if they were working, you wouldn't have been a threat.
Yeah. So it makes no sense at all. And the government attorney said in the court in April that Fazer was de facto, in fact, also protecting my health when they turned me out. This is what he said.
Yeah, I know, but it's so much bullshit. You should
It's
make
complete
a coffee cup with something like that to like bullshit. Yeah, because that's not true.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's yeah. Do you know in Sweden, do you know any court cases relating COVID or COVID vaccines going on right now?
No, I think I would know about it. I mean, I know some people who have been fighting for their jobs and their rights to not take the shots, and but I haven't heard of anything, and absolutely not in this proportion. You say that?
Yeah.
This size. So you're doing something really big. But the thing is, I mean, when we got in contact a few months ago, I hadn't heard about this. So, I mean, in Sweden, it's like, even if we live so close, this hasn't been a news in Sweden at all.
Yeah, in Finland, even only the MTV, it's a like advertisement TV. It's not a music television, but we call it MTV here. It's the biggest like a commercial news channel in Finland, online and TV. It's owned actually by Telia Corporation, the Swedish public company nowadays. So they made news for evening news last year, and they published like 2-3 times of this case. But this year they haven't been publishing anymore at all. And Ilta-Sanomat, Iltalehti, which are like in Sweden, the Aftonbladet, Expressen, so they haven't said a single word of the case for 3 years, because they were the ones pushing the vaccine and say, hey, if you are fully vaccinated, you may get the paradise and whatever propaganda. I don't know if you had that strong propaganda in Sweden, but in Finland it was really like that. And then Finnish Yle, which is like a Svenska... What is the Swedish SVT?
SVT,
Yeah. So they published in late May that this man lost the case and was ordered to pay these monies. And now the Court of Appeals, when they ruled, so it means they have the legal right to demand this money, and now they are doing it. But and Helsingin Sanomat is the biggest newspaper in Finland, like a Svenska Dagbladet in Sweden, maybe. So they published also in the late May about this case, but they didn't dare to say my name or go more closely to the case. So they've been saying something, but not really, because this is completely against what they were promoting.
But now we're changing that, because we will do. I mean, for real. Even if we're joking about it, I mean, think it's really important that people know about this case.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because now, if you look on the, let's say, alexjones.com and other American channels, so
yeah, he talked about you.
No, he hasn't published.
He hasn't. Okay,
it's hasn't.
Only Russell Brand.
Yeah, Russell Brand. Yeah. And Asim Malhotra, Dr. Asim Malhotra, he tweeted this letter today. So it's going, and he has almost 700,000 followers on X, so it's good. But yeah, so there is a lot of speculation going on, and if there will be another like a pandemic health crisis, whatever you want to call it, coming soon.
Do you think it will?
It may happen. I hope not. It may happen. But now that this case is going on, so this dispute is valid, and I will never back down. I will never step back as long as I live. So people can refer to this case of mine and to say, hey, there is a dispute going on, and you cannot put this vaccine pass on. So you can take this. This is a win, even that we have this case going on. So take this, and I'm putting my whole name, my whole life, my whole face into this game for freedom. And think about this. My demand from government and Fazer, like Finland is not like USA. So in USA you can get millions. This one lady got $12 million because she was kicked out from the work as she didn't take the COVID jab. In Finland, you cannot do this kind of things. So I'm asking only 20,000 euro from government and Fazer, and even that money, if it's paid to me, I will donate it away. So I'm not in this game for freedom, for money. So I'm really in this for freedom, but I need your and I'm asking your help in this fight. So you can go this givesendgo.com/case Covidpass and donate right there.
Yeah, and I think even if you just donate like a few euro, I mean,
Yes,
a few euro can be much for some people. I mean,
absolutely,
it's the energy that we put into this, and we do it together because it's a we thing.
It is for all of us. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. And if somebody puts €5, you just tell your friends, 3-4 friends, that, hey, I ask you to join this if you love freedom. And they put something what they feel, €5, €10, whatever. Because then it's spreading.
Yeah, because it's so easy to think if it's not happened to me, it hasn't happened, but it will happen to all of us again if we're not doing anything about it.
Yes,
because we already seen it happen, and they try all the time.
Exactly. And they are not really. They really think they can just rule over. And if I understand right how the Europe is working, the European Parliament and the EU Commission. So the Commission is the one who is doing these different kind of regulations. But now in the COVID time, it was each country made their own choices legally, like on the paper, but they got a really strong push from the EU Commission to go with this Covidpass stuff. So that's kind of like how it worked, but like all these EU countries collaborating for this safety of people with this health pass. How you can make it call a health pass when people take this vaccine, some of them, and they die because of the jab.
And
you can live your life.
It's not just a few people.
Yeah.
Died. And I mean, there's so many people. I mean, you know that, I know that, who has been sick straight after taking the shot.
Yeah, and I met in Sweden, once I met you some months ago there. I was at the cafe in Stockholm with 2 attorneys from Sweden, and the other one, the lady attorney, so she was defending some of COVID victims, and she told a story from Sweden. A 30-year-old man with a wife or girlfriend, and they had a young daughter, I think so, or young son. So he had got this Moderna jab to be able to travel, or for some reason to be able to live life. And he died, was it 2 weeks from that jab, and had got I think 3,000 euro compensation for that, and he died. And now they were working on maybe to take the criminal case against the government of Sweden for that. So all these kind of things going on, and you can never in the constitution in Finland, I'm sure in Sweden as well, it says you have the right to life and freedom and health, and you cannot take the rights of free movement away by demanding a product that can cause you harm. It's absolute no-go, like an absolute no-go.
It is. And thank you, Carl Johan, for putting in the link in the comment field.
Yes, thank you, Carl.
Yeah, Mika. It's not over for you yet. So
we got the fight.
yeah. It's stupid. We got to fight for our rights. Yeah. So I'm not gonna sing, but yeah.
It's fun to say, not fun, but kind of interesting that when you are looking how the government and the politicians in Sweden, Finland, all over Europe, Joe Biden, everybody, Ursula von der Leyen, this EU Commission chairwoman, Ursula von der Leyen, lies. So they are talking about, hey, we're defending this freedom and democracy for whole Europe, and this is like what we're standing for. But then they are taking away our rights, basic rights, with this kind of evil vaccine pass that was used in Nazi Germany for some time in some area, for example. So this is total like a brainwash stuff they are doing.
Yeah, and if you put on other glasses, then when you kind of stepped away from it, and that's why I think we are both smiling now, because it's so stupid.
Yeah,
it is so stupid. And
yeah,
when you get detached from it, and
you take a needle up your nose here, and you can be free.
In Finland, the PCR test was 100 to 200 euro per time, roughly. So, and it was within 24 or 48 hours. It was valid only for that time. So, if you wanted to leave a 1 month, like normally, without vaccines, you should have been paying a lot of money in a couple of days and repeat it all over again, and take it here and try to find if there is some mistake in you. And we provided evidence to the court in PCR statement made by Astrid Stuckelberger from Switzerland that 97% of the PCR tests were fake positive in Finland.
Yeah,
97%.
Yeah, it's not 7%. It's 97.
97%.
It should be like this alarm watch. Yeah, it's yeah.
Yeah, and people like and even the Karim Mullis, who was the inventor of PCR from USA, he died right before COVID, but he said that this is not make to diagnose if you are sick or not, and that if you put the cycles in the PCR testing system like strong enough, you can get any result if you want.
Yeah. And I don't know how many times I've seen that clip with him saying that. And I mean, even if the inventor to it says that,
yeah,
I mean, shouldn't someone listen to that?
Yeah, and he looked really healthy, man, in the videos. Like, and he was, I think, only in his 70s maybe when he died. So I wonder what was the real cause of the death.
We have had many strange things happen around people who has been fighting for the rights.
Yeah, now there is this Rainer Füellmich, this German attorney. I think he is still in like custody or kept in sort of jail in Germany, as he has been, you know, for many months now. And, he has been exposing this COVID stuff quite a lot.
Yeah.
And, and the attorney who has been somehow helping him, at least in public or in demonstrations, is from France. Her name is Virginie Araujo de Reccia, something like this. So I had a call with her yesterday, 1 hour meeting, and a legal team member here from Finland was with me as well. And she has been, I think, for some 20 years in the Paris Bar Association, working as attorney. So she is ready to defend me to the European Human Rights Court if needed. And she has got already 2 cases in there. And it's not easy to get a case there. So there's like one case out of 200 that they receive. But she has now 2 cases in there. It's a really big win. I don't know what cases they are exactly, but she's working on them, and then she's ready to take this case Covidpass forward to the European judges in France.
But that's fantastic. And I mean,
S'il vous plaît, merci, merci. It's only about croissant and café, remember.
yeah. But I mean, like I said, Mika, in some way, this all will end well. Because
yes, I'm 1,000,000% sure I will win this by God's miracle, and I believe God will give the victory into this. But without him, I wouldn't believe I would be able to win this, but he will give the victory at the end.
I think so too.
And the whole world will see it. And this evil, what's been done, will be put to shame.
Yeah. I'm 100% sure of that. Thank you so much, Mika. And thank you all people for watching. Fantastic. So,
hej, hello Sverige. Hur är läget? Vi kan tala lite svenska också.
Ja!
Also.
You normally doesn't want to speak Swedish, so that's good. You're being...
Jag är inte så flytande på svenska. Finska är mitt första språk, så, men jag kan förstå nästan allt.
Bra där. Nej, men alltså, du ser, vi har ju god jul på kärlek från Åland, skriver någon.
Hej Niklas Pelin. Åland är Ahvenanmaa på finska, du vet.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm glad that we did this, and like I said, this will, in the long run, yeah, I think it will be very, very successful. I mean, in a way, this is already successful because there's like I talked about this gut feeling, because people need to feel, and they, with this case, you can't really, you can avoid, but
yes,
in the long run we can't.
Yeah, no, I want to say this, that now that I put this all about this case out in the open, even this government attorney demand letter to pay that roughly 100,000 euro in 6 days from here now, I feel really good. The feeling is very light. I'm just like jumping out of the airplane, and it's all in.
Yeah, and I think it's so good. You said something, but you feel naked now when it's all out there. And I mean, you have nothing to hide.
I have nothing to hide. Yeah. And the government attorney also will get some publicity, as his name is now spreading around in internet and the company. Yeah. So I really wonder, like, how they really feel deep in their hearts that they are defending tyranny and they are defending wrong. And someone could say that they are sort of working as a devil's advocate, because they are defending something which is against God created. God gave us freedom, basic freedom. And if you oppose that, then you're working for the opposite of Jesus Christ and God.
Yeah, but like in all fairy tales, I mean, even the person with like a stone heart, it somehow, it cracks.
Yes.
And
yes. And I really hope good for them. I really hope that they would come to their senses and turn away from the wrong.
Yeah. So say.
But it's like we can do only what we can do.
Yeah. But if we're asking something from you, the audience, I mean, spread this. Share this interview. Talk about this. Share your links about your case. And
and there is a short video on my X profile, Mika Vauhkala, as pinned profile. There's a 1-minute video about this case, 1 minute 8 seconds to be precise. It's also on my Instagram, Max Boldberg, and Facebook, Mika Vauhkala, and on TikTok, Max Boldberg as well. And it's MaxBoldberg are the Instagram and TikTok accounts. So it's all there. So spread those around, and the donations you can do to help me out is givesendgo.com.
Yeah, and it's also in the comment field. Yeah.
Yes.
And we will put it in the comment field under this video. And I just want to say Merry Christmas to you, my son. Fantastic that you're watching. And are we okay ending it here, Mika?
I think we can show these coffee mugs we have. What is the coffee mug you have there?
I have this.
Yeah, it's a Russell Brand quotation. That guy
and with
really
you.
needed coffee. Yeah. So Russell Brand made a show last spring about the case, and I have this mug here. This is a
you need to have it in front of you, so otherwise it's disappearing. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's the Dr. Asim Malhotra quotation. He's my expert witness in the case. He's from UK. So he's saying mRNA COVID jab that should likely never have been injected into a single human being. This is his quotation. So you can get these mugs, coffee mugs. They are 19 euro 90 cents.
So either you can drink a coffee with Mika and Russell Brand or a theme, or both.
Yeah, so it's at maxboldberg.com. It's also on the description, the link.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you. How many cups of coffee you have been drinking today already?
Oh my God, are you 4?
4?
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, me too. Maybe something like that or more. I drink maybe roughly close to 7-8 cups a day.
I make. I drink way too much coffee. That's my vete. Det är min last i livet.
Yeah.
So that maybe the energy that brought us together, the coffee and the fight for the human rights. So yeah.
Exactly.
Thank you all. And we're ending this.
Yeah.
And Merry Christmas to you all.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to everybody anywhere in the world. Merry Christmas.
Yeah. So, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So.